Hello, everyone. I'm Kevin T. Robertson, CEO of SpeakerFocus.com. And the reason why you're not booking high-fee speaking engagements is because you don't understand the 7 different marketing vehicles. So let me break them down in today's video so you can understand how to get your professional speaking services to your target buyer. The first one is going to be cold calling. It's very prehistoric. If you're good at outbound sales, if you're good at reaching out to your prospects, it can work wonders if you have the right kind of script. Number 2 is going to be referral marketing. Word of mouth is very, very powerful when you start getting people talking about your speaker brand. Number 3 is going to be block bookings. The way to attract engagements in the same geographical area is when you already get a booking and then you call up 3 or 4 other universities or corporations in that particular area and you say, hey, I'm going to be in town. Would you like to add on a tour date to this particular speaking tour? And then you can move forward to be able to collect more revenue while you're in that geographical area. Now, the next one is going to be, you have cold calling, you have email marketing is another one. So if you're good at automating your email system and then not going to the spam folder, then you're going to be very successful at being able to get people on your calendar. Another one is called digital marketing. This would encompass the free organic outreach that you can utilize through LinkedIn. It would also encompass getting good at digital marketing. Digital marketing like paid advertising, like Facebook ads, YouTube pre-roll ads, Google AdWords, Snapchat, TikTok, LinkedIn, Instagram, so on. You got to be good at being able to manage these particular platforms because this is where all the conference coordinators and meeting planners hang out. Another one is going to be referral marketing. Referrals work great because after you do a great job on the platform, after you do your webinar or your on-site training or your online training, people start spreading the word about your professional services. So remember, those 7 different marketing vehicles are going to allow you to really do some damage in the speaking industry and get your brand in front of conference coordinators. Let me do a quick recap. The first one is going to be cold calling. The next one is going to be email marketing. Then you have digital marketing. Then you have referrals, block bookings, live performances. It's nothing like being seen in front of other people. The best way to book a speaking engagement is to be seen at the speaking engagement, especially when you start doing conferences and things of that nature. So keep in mind that it's important that you build your speaker brand out the right way first. Then you got to choose one of the 7 different marketing vehicles. By cold calling, by using email marketing, by using digital marketing, by using referral marketing. Also, you have the live performances, you have the block bookings, and then you also have many other ways that you can get your brand to your target buyer. You just have to be able to focus really, really hard on choosing which one of the 7 that you prefer. You know, I must say, direct mail is the other one that I forgot to mention. You're going to have cold calling, direct mail, email marketing, digital marketing, block bookings. You're also going to have referrals, and then you're going to have referrals and word of mouth, then you're going to have live performances. I will tell you this. In the digital era that we're in, I still know people that do direct mail, and they have successful direct mail campaigns. The challenge with it is you're going to have a difficult time finding a qualified list of people who you want to service. So remember that when you're choosing one of the 7 marketing vehicles, choose wisely. Some of them don't cost any money, like cold calling. But again, you have to be skilled at sales. If you're going to do direct mail, then you've got to make sure you have a qualified list. You've got to make sure you have a great design on your brochure with a lot of benefits in it for the target buyer. You also have to make sure that you have, the value found in your signature programs, and obviously put your contact information. You send out enough direct mail pieces to a specific target market, like the youth market speaking to kids, faith-based market speaking to churches, government contracting market, the college and university market, and the corporate and association market. You send out enough direct mail pieces. Remember, it's a numbers game. Eventually, you're going to start to get bookings because of the sheer volume that you're doing. Now, cold calling, I wouldn't recommend because it doesn't give you any leverage. direct mail, you do have some leverage, but you got to buy the right list in the right target market and then get the attention of the right target buyer. Your brochure's got to be designed the right way. You want to make sure you fold the brochure in half, because the reason why is because they're going to charge you double the posting if you send out an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. When you fold it in half, they only charge you the price of one stamp. Also, make sure when the mailing house sends it out to you and they do the fulfillment, make sure that your mailing house, that you ask for Arceus coating, which is smudge and scratch resistant, if you're going to send it out, and make sure that they scrub your list. They cross-check all the email addresses and the physical addresses. Make sure they do that before you send it out, so you don't have a lot of duds and a lot of return to senders. Boy, do I know what that feels like. That's old school, but it's still effective. It costs you some money, but it's still effective. Now, old school is cold calling. Old school is direct mail. Let's get involved in some of the new school ways that really will allow your speaker business to grow. Some of the new school ways is going to be obviously the automation of email. Now, again, you have to watch it. You just can't be logging in email addresses, people, because it will go into the spam or the promotional folder. So in order to prevent that from happening, you got to have a simplistic yet complicated email system set up to be able to get you new leads, so those conference coordinators can get added to your calendar. So email marketing is now stepping out of the stone ages, and you want to be able to get some fluidity. You want some predictability and consistency, and that's what lead generation is all about. So the 7 marketing vehicles: cold calling, old school, prehistoric; direct mail, kind of prehistoric, kind of old school. But let me tell you something. I know people that still do it, and it's still effective if that's the route you choose to take. Not judging you. Okay. Now we're going to get into after email marketing. Again, that brings you up to speed. That gives you more automation. And the automation is the name of the game in this era that we're in right now. New media, new digital era. Now, then you want to step into digital marketing. Obviously, you've got to be able to master digital marketing, because that's going to give you the most leverage out of all of them. Now you got people that are responding to your Facebook ads. They are responding to your email campaign. They're responding to your digital marketing campaign. Your speaker services are now reaching all 4 corners of the globe. I mean, you'll be doing business with people from Istanbul. You'll be doing business with people from the Gold Coast of Australia, Finland, Amsterdam, the Netherlands. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. We have them all on our platform, and I do business with conference coordinators worldwide. The reason why is because I understand digital marketing, thanks to my co-founder, Speaker Focus, Mr. Austin Troyer. Best business partner, best buddy I've ever had in my entire life. He cares, he's educated, and boom, we go after it together. Now, okay, so digital marketing gives you the most bang for your buck, and you can literally spend pennies on the dollar. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars in order to get qualified people that's filling up your pipeline with conference coordinators who want to book you to speak. So next one is going to be block bookings. Remember, when you're in the area where you're already booked the tour date, all you got to do is pick up the phone, call up some other colleges or universities or some corporations, and you can even give them a discount. That's a way to pick up. If you're charging $5,000 for the first engagement, that's a way to pick up. Let's say you give them a discount at $4,000, you do another $5,000 while you're there. Now you picked up an additional $20,000 in one area just because you used the strategy called block bookings. Now, with that being said, let's move on to referral marketing, because word of mouth is very, very powerful. The only way you're going to get the referral is you have to actually book the speaking engagement. But again, through sheer volume, if you're good at cold calling, if you're good at direct mail, if you can start getting some speaking engagements in, if you can start building up a groundswell of activity, I call it the activity of your productivity. If you're not active, you're not going to be productive. If you're not productive, you're not going to be profitable. Now, with that being said, going to go to ramping up your outbound outreach with the digital marketing. You also are going to make sure that you got your block bookings popping. Make sure you get your referrals, because when people keep seeing you, they're going to refer you to other meeting planners. Live performances isn't going to do anything but make you get more bookings. The best way to book a speaking engagement is to be seen at a speaking engagement. So remember, if you want to get your professional speaking services to the target buyer that's going to put you in front of their target audience to share your message, you got to find a specific target market that you are going to pick as your niche, and then utilize the cold calling if that's your thing. Utilize direct mail. Utilize email marketing. Utilize digital marketing. Utilize referrals. Utilize your live performances, and make sure that you are you are rocking big time when it comes to your outreach on all levels. You can